Hold on, friends. Let's turn on a light.
Are we live right now?
We're live right now. There's nobody here yet, though.
Yeah, but normally give like a...
Oh,
we're
yeah,
recording right
look at
now,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be on the YouTube video.
This is it.
So I need like the 5...
He's a creature of habit, friends, and he needs what he needs. And it's, here, we're going to open up the chat here. Let's see. We got public chat. Hey, there's nobody here yet. All right.
Did you even put the link up?
Yeah, I did. I just posted it. So
Okay.
we're going to give you like...
Posted it to lifeattheturn.com.
Lifeattheturn.com.
Yeah.
Community.lifeattheturn.com.
Yeah.
Patrick's here, and he's proud to say that he's here. Hi,
Yeah.
Patrick. How you doing? We had this pile right here is just
More stuff.
schmoo that we got. So
Except my phone. I already
the
have
phone, yeah, this phone is not. We didn't get that. What a day! Day 2 of the it's day 3 of the PGA show. Day 2 of the
Convention Center.
Yeah, Convention Center.
The exhibition. The booze. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we don't. Well, I sound cooked. Yeah, it's a lot of talking, and that's saying something for me.
I'm getting my 5th wind, so I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some electrolytes here. I've already used the massage gun on my legs. Thank you very much. I didn't bring it over, but I'm happy to
Yeah.
demonstrate if it gets real weird or awkward.
And I gotta say, no one has yet asked me like, hey, what's it like to share a hotel room with Matt for a couple of days? And then he bought a massage gun. So you ask me that later.
No, that's why I bought it, because nobody asked. And I thought this is a missed opportunity for this audience to,
we should run another podcast episode like Bogey Ball Society After Dark. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you think? It was so yesterday we were 2 babes in the woods who had never been to the PGA show before walked in and were kind of
completely overwhelmed. Yeah.
Today we got to go in with kind of a more like targeted approach. Like, here's the things that we saw that we want to go back to. Yep. Here's the things that we didn't see that we want to go make sure we do. And then we got to respond to some of your questions, and you're like, hey, please go check this out kind of stuff.
Honestly, that was incredibly helpful. I think I said this yesterday, but I mean it. Like, you guys asking us to go check out stuff led to some really cool stuff.
Yeah. So speaking of really cool, you went and checked out ShotScope and the LM1. Is that what it's called?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So the LM1 is smaller than this, by about this much.
That's about 2/3 of it.
It's tinier than I thought it would be. It's got an awesome screen. Like, it looks really, really clean. It is $199, which is pretty incredible for what it delivers. But what it delivers is really basic. I mean, I don't want to overpump what it does, but
it's not a TrackMan.
It is not a TrackMan, but the guy very specifically, he said, because we use radar, we compare it to the best radar there is, which is TrackMan. And he said, and we're really, really pleased with how good it is and how it holds up. So again, I'm going to take that like, what, plus or minus 3%, 4%, something like that. Yeah. But for a $200 home solution, you do need, what did he tell me? He needed 4 to 5 feet behind, which is not that much. And you need 8 feet in front, 8 to 12 feet to the net. So if you're hitting into a net, you still need the space that you need, because it's going to, and the more distance you have, the better. The nice thing about it is you can bring it to a range. It has a range setting. You can bring it to the course. It has a course setting. It'll let you dial in your distances, as Patrick says.
Yeah.
It's just a really solid product at a really good price point. I mean, I would be more impressed, I think, if we didn't see something else later in the day.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. The other thing that I saw was, thanks to you guys, was the XR Golf. Coulter asked that I go check out this company here. I'm going to try it. There we go. XR Golf. I think he posted a video of me with the, or a photo of me with the Oculus headset on. But basically, it's an Oculus app. The guy used to work for Meta, the designer and the CEO. It's so funny. So many people that we're talking to are in their mid to early 20s. like, or mid to late 20s. They're in their 20s. I nailed it. But they're really like, they feel like kids, and yet they're just as passionate and just as excited about all of this stuff as we are, which is, I think that's the common ground, which is awesome. XR Golf, I mean, it is a must buy if you have an Oculus. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it is an immediate must buy. So here's what it is: you strap on the Oculus, you look to your left, you use your real putter. So you use your putter, and when you look down, you see your putter. Then to your left is the VR part, where there's the green and the hole. And what the guy has created right now, he was testing a ladder drill. So 3 feet is your first putt. You look to your left, there's the hole. It has a line that you need to hit it on. So you line up your putter and you hit it 3 feet. You're hitting a real golf ball. And so the way he had it set up was he had a little putting mat with a little bumper at the end that was about, I don't know, 4 feet away. And so he was helping. Obviously, that was nice. So he was just sort of grabbing the ball and bringing it back. But you hit the putt. If you make it, the ladder moves to 6 feet. And I mean, your brain is telling you that you're hitting a putt 6 feet, and then 9 feet and 12 feet and 15 feet, 18 feet, whatever. But if I turned this way, like away from the green, Hayes was standing there with his phone, and I could see the entire lobby. Like, it was it's a little surreal, because you're like, but there's a beautiful background with a mountain, and it's really cool. But I got to say, because you're hitting a real ball with your actual putter, it really feels like practice. It allows you to dial in slope. Like, he put in on a 1.5% slope, and you can see, just like on every video game, you just see the little dots sort of going right to left. Apparently you can change a whole bunch of parameters, and it's very early, and it's a $15 app on the Oculus, which, when he told me, I was so surprised when he said it was $15, and he said, maybe I should charge more. And he may have to, honestly, as he puts in more work and more designs it more. But it was one of those things that was just like, I'm going home and I'm buying it as soon as I get home, because it's really useful. Like, it's a really useful tool. So, Coulter, thank you very much because I never would. And also, they weren't even in the main hall; they were in the lobby, and we had to look them up on the map to figure out where they were. So,
and not by themselves. There's plenty of other big names that are also out in the lobby. It's a good space because you get a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, so TPT's out there, which was really funny, like to see, like, I'm like, oh, there's TPT next to this.
Some golf car companies. Yeah.
So that was really cool.
But I don't want to get off the launch monitor thing just yet, because we went from shot scope. I can't remember the sequence, but then we went to flight scope.
Yeah, so we went and saw flight scope, where they did a little talk about Mevo Gen 2.
Right. And they're very, very high on Mevo Gen 2 and their rangefinder and how kind of their whole concept works together. But we had a pretty in-depth talk about, like, the launch monitor simulator landscape, really kind of since COVID, and pricing and what's happened to the market and all these new entrants. And it was interesting because we kind of left that conversation, and it was a very fruitful conversation, and we'll talk about that maybe, or hint at it a little bit later. And then not long after, we showed up at Blue Tees, and I had briefly visited Blue Tees and snapped a few photos and walked away like an idiot yesterday. And we went back today, and holy cow. So if you're not familiar with Blue Tees, get to their website, look them up. They've got 2 different rangefinders. They have, it's a kick-ass speaker with an integrated GPS. And
is that the one where it removes?
Yeah, the GPS, like, it removes, so the speaker stays on the cart, but the GPS can go in your pocket.
It's like it's got a little ring finger, basically. You stick your finger in, you pull it out, and it's magnetized, and then you can bring that with you in your pocket over to wherever your ball is. So if it's cart path only, your speaker stays put.
Right.
Your GPS goes with you and tells you exactly front, middle, back to the green, which is really smart. It's a really, really good implementation of that.
Well, and again, they're producing all this stuff in this, like, ecosystem where everything talks to each other. And then the kind of the pinnacle thing that they're bringing to market is the Rainmaker launch monitor. This thing is, again, the size of this brochure.
It is actually this big. So, but it has a little tiny aluminum handle that runs all the way around it, so that you can carry it like this. There's enough space for your fingers.
Now it's got 13 data points out of the, if I remember right, 13 data points out of the box.
I believe it was 13 or
7
14,
more if you open up a subscription, and the subscription is like $50.
It's $49.99
right
a year.
This thing can power a simulator, so it'll run GS Pro or E6. It's not just a little launch monitor. It'll power a simulator. It needs, he said, 12 feet of clearance from impact to the screen and 4 feet behind impact.
Anywhere from 4 to 5 feet behind,
right?
You're fine. You can hit into a net, whatever, but you do need 12 feet to the net.
$5.99. 13 data points, no subscription for $5.99. Color screen.
But no image overlay on that screen, though. It's just data on the screen.
It's just data on the screen, right? But if you were to connect it to a tablet or put it up on a projector and power your simulator, it can do that for you.
Yeah.
And then for another $50, you can unlock 7 more data points. So you've got a 20 data point launch monitor that, and again, pushes the data from your simulator, from your launch monitor experience.
Yeah.
Pushes it to the rangefinder, so the rangefinder can produce club recommendations with your shot data, along with weather conditions, whatever the case may be. And in fact, I think he said,
it literally becomes your caddy. So
right. And when you use the launch monitor, it will store you automatically, as part of your purchase of the launch monitor, you'll get 1,000 shots of storage on Bluetooth cloud.
No, it has internal memory up to 1,000 shots.
Yes, that's it. Right.
And then you can move those up to the cloud. And then, so your internal memory is basically your last 1,000 shots. Then you can keep moving it to the cloud. So your Bluetooth rangefinder is always updated with your latest information because it's connected to the Rainmaker. It uses standard balls and radar enhanced balls. So if you have the RPT balls already, I think that's what they're called, the RPT. It's waterproof, or IPX7 waterproof, whatever that means. It has the detachable magnetic remote on the back, so you don't have to bend over and touch the screen when you want to change a thing. On the back, you just push into the back. It has a little tiny plastic remote you keep in your pocket, and then just turn around and change your club or whatever you're going to do.
My mind went right to bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah, bend over and I'll show you. Okay, so here's what it tracks. It tracks ball speed, launch angle, apex, total distance, carry, backspin, side spin, spin axis, attack angle, smash factor, club speed, launch direction, and club path. And the 7 things that it unlocks with the subscription is landing speed, side total. I think they mean side spin. Hang time, descent angle, apex time, and landing spin.
Patrick's asking if you get attack angle for that price, and he should. Yeah,
attack angle is listed as included without a subscription
in the 13 data points. Yeah,
and spin access and side spin and backspin.
$600.
$600. I mean, when he said it, I kept saying, but no, but $600. And then I even said, but subscription? And then he was like, no, all of that's included. This the little asterisk ones are a subscription, and that's $50 a year.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm really stunned. Like genuinely, I think that might do it for me as far as like most impressive thing I've seen. Obviously, we didn't see it working. We didn't see how effective it is or how accurate it is or any of those things. But a lot of these things now are all in the same ballpark. So, for $400 more than the LM1, this feels like an awful lot more package for what you're getting. It was very impressive.
All right, so let's move on. We got some questions on the Life at the Turn community. Shrekman asked, "Are you going to see Bob Parsons at 2:30 today? Curious as to what all is happening with Mr. PXG himself." How do you want to describe that? So to clarify, we did see Bob Parsons today, but wow! So Bob Parsons it was in his home in, I think, Arizona.
Bob Parsons was there. Right. I saw him there. I don't know what you're talking about.
The PXG booth is, I know I'm biased, the PXG booth is next level stuff. They had, the best way I can describe it, and go to Instagram, look at the reel we posted today.
Yep.
So in Mr. Parsons' residence, they, I want to say stream, but that undersells it. Like they streamed a video interview with him back to the booth, but it was on this sort of like holographic like projector where you could have, you thought you could reach out and shake his hand.
It was, so that booth has been there the whole time. And I think we took some photos at the beginning, or it's a very neat thing. They have a bunch of their brand ambassadors talking about the product, and it's been a constant loop. You almost get used to it. But it looks like they're really standing in this like, I don't know, Doctor Who booth.
Yeah.
It's like they're standing in front of a backdrop, like a white backdrop, and there's distance between the person speaking and the backdrop. Like you can actually see that they're effectively a hologram.
Yeah. So interviewing him while he was in his residence was like a line of golf media. Like some guy from Forbes was asking him some questions, and then he gave way, and another guy took a mic from golf.com or whatever and asked him some questions. I mean, it's just,
it was
never seen anything like it.
It felt next level in a way that I just couldn't believe really couldn't believe it. And the guy next to me worked for PXG, and he's like, yeah, he's at home right now, and he could see us because the booth was built with a camera. So not only could we see him, but he could see the people asking him the questions. It was really cool. It was a really, really cool piece of tech.
And then at PXG, they were cracking open beers at 4 o'clock. And PXG is killing it.
As far as I know, Patrick, he was wearing pants. Yes.
Well, it was a head to toe image. You know, I mean, I'm telling you, you would have sworn he was there, but he wasn't there. It was uncanny. Just go to our Instagram. We posted a quick reel of it. Yeah. I feel like it's probably a camera shot of it is going to lose something in translation, but it was impressive. Hey, Shrekman also asked, is Wilson there? No. So that's another OEM. We've talked about it. TaylorMade is a no-show at this.
No,
and they have been for, as I understand it, a couple of years. No Wilson either.
Yeah.
We could talk about it, and maybe we'll talk about it at another recap. It's an interesting value proposition, I think, for these companies to come to the PGA show, because there's so much like, sure, there's some mass large order quantity sales, but a lot of it is like, I can see a lot of companies having to figure out, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like if you've already got name recognition and you come to the PGA show, you're networking, you're kind of, it's interesting.
It is a really, like for some of the smaller companies, it's obviously it's a chance at cash and investors. It's a chance at meeting the right people. Maybe they get bought by a larger company. Like there was some talk of that today with some of the people that we met with. But it is interesting. What's like TaylorMade doesn't do it, and one of the things we heard was that TaylorMade doesn't love their arrangements with the PGA, and so they feel slighted in some way or something. I don't know. It's also just, it's a ton of money. It's a ton of money that they're spending on this thing.
Well, and I think the perfect case. So yesterday we got to chat with Scott Fawcett of Decade for a while, and he shared with us the price point that the PGA show charged him, and I won't share it here, but told us what it cost him to be there and what he was given for what he spent.
Yeah.
And the thing that I keep going back to in my brain is the PGA show is attended by 30,000 club professionals. Name one club PGA professional who doesn't know who Scott Fawcett is. Like, how would you not know about that? You know what I mean? And so I just asked him, like, do you think the juice is worth the squeeze? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And I got to tell you, I walked by that booth again today 8 times, and he had a line of people waiting to talk to him. And the dude was working hard, pressing the flesh.
Yeah.
Doing the little, influencer discussions. I mean, they're working hard. So it's a very, I think people have to understand the PGA show is a trade show more, first and foremost.
Yeah. It's a lot of work for all of they're on the whole time that they're on the floor. They are on. Yeah. They are greeting people who are not greeting them. Hello. They're trying to flag people down. They're getting their attention. They're bringing them in. And especially the smaller brands, it's a lot of work.
I'll tell you, I wasn't going to get into this, but so I made a bit of a buddy because it was, and not to be a jackass, but it was I work out, you work out, let's talk kind of conversation. But the guy sells Smart to Move, and they sell force plates. And so I went and had a chat with him about it. And he was telling me, like, we kind of had the after the presentation discussion, and he's like, yeah, the speech and the demonstration I just gave to you, I've given that like 30 times today, man. And he's like, I've been doing it for 2 days. It's
It's a
everyone's
lot.
beat, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Coulter, yes, I did. When I post this, you can go back. I've talked about it for about 3 minutes. I won't really recover it here. It's fantastic. I mean, I already sort of talked about it on the forum a little bit, but the XR Golf is really, really cool. Yeah.
All right, Patrick, you asked on the Life of the Turn thread, you asked, did you guys try any of the half ball Callaway putters? Any thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah. So he did, you know, I got to tell you, Matt's much better at like getting in the cage and just trying shit out. Whereas I'm like, I'm good. Part of it is because I don't want it. You know what I mean? Matt, and also I don't want to shank a ball in public.
Yeah. It's not fun to do for sure, but also I don't know. I also like, that's what these guys do. They're all the guys that are fitting there. They're fitters. They see bad shots all the time. It doesn't define the golfer. So we did go into Callaway. I actually made a little video. I'll post it at some point next week. Hitting the putters feel those inserts. So I hit the Jailbird Tri-Hot. I hit it was a square to square Tri-Hot. Am I saying that right? Tri-Hot? I
No.
think it's something like that. It doesn't really matter.
Might be quadruple hot. I don't know.
Thank you, Coulter. Yes. I also tried the Jailbird square to square dual AI, which is I don't know. Honestly, they have so many versions of so many things that it's hard to keep track. Those are both fantastic. They felt exactly the same. They had the same insert. Couldn't tell you that there was any difference one way or the other. I know that they're not the same putter, but they felt exactly the same. I also tried an answer or a double wide, which was actually great. The same insert, but really black with a simple line. It was really, really good. Yes, James, we're talking about putters. Good job.
There it is.
Thank you. And, and then I tried one of the half ball alignment things, which actually I liked quite a bit. But again, it was really more about the feel. The feel of them is that's actually that fits with me. I'm snide always a moment too soon. I gotta say, I mean that insert is legit. It feels great. Doesn't feel as good as the Kevlar insert from the other day, but I don't even know that the Kevlar insert was good as much as it was the softest thing I've ever hit.
I'm gonna go back there tomorrow and find that guy and be like, hey man, I'm losing sleep thinking about your putters. Can I roll it again? It
was really cool. Yeah. But the Callaway putters look fantastic. They're built really well. I gotta say that I didn't roll the DF3 clone. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. But yes,
I did.
We both rolled a runner putter actually.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, runner, like, and a lot of putters I think are leaning really hard into like the fit for you thing.
Yeah.
I just picked one up and rolled it. Right.
I actually did
played with the tutorial.
Yeah. I did. Well, I actually did I did the full tutorial fitting. Yeah, James, it really is bad. But the runner, I went through and I did it quickly. But it's pretty easy. You know, what do you like? What do you, when you look down, what style do you like? You know, how do you use your hand? Where do your hands go? You know, are you classic? Are you prayer? Are you claw grip or whatever? And then once that was done, I picked up one that was the closest to what, you know, they didn't go build me the putter. They just had like samples of all of the ones. And I hit it a few times. My miss was definitely a little bit to the right. It was interesting. And this very nice French man came over and said, you know, I can see that you're missing a little to the right. And he like takes his little wrench and clicks the heel weight slightly more towards the toe.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like, I mean, dead on every time. It's really cool technology. And the fact that you can do it that easily and that quickly is awesome. Yeah, I don't know. That was it. And they it wasn't the nicest feeling putter I've ever hit. It was fine. It just wasn't, you know, in talking about the Kevlar or the white hot insert or whatever, the AI dual insert or whatever, it wasn't that soft. But it was a nice experience. It was a nice putter.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So some more questions. And I did want to, our friend Brian asked about so we got to check out sunglasses from Tight Eyewear, kind of close to the new product zone.
Yeah.
The Tight, T-I-T-E. Brian asked a really immature question in the thread about, is that really the pronunciation? Yes, it is tight.
It's tight.
It's interesting though. So they were very close to the new product zone. They are a new product. They just launched at the PGA show. They are the most adjustable sunglasses you'll ever see in your life. And if you put them on, like if anyone's got like Oakley Prism sunglasses and how the Prism talks about kind of helping magnify the contours of the green, this is that, but like to an nth degree. And then imagine being able to take the sunglasses and like tailor them to your face, like at every different lever point of the sunglass that you could possibly imagine.
They do.
I mean, they were impressive, but it segued us to the new product zone, which
I just want to just double down on that for a second. They make 3 sizes of most of their glasses. So it's not just they make the frames are, who is Jason?
I just read Jason's comment. They do come in Hobbit size.
They do, yes. So they make them a little bit longer, shorter, and then longer this way or shorter this way. So, and there's hinges on all of the glasses. There's a little tiny hinge here so that you can basically move them up or down depending upon where they fit here, so that when you look down at your putt, they don't swing up and you end up seeing half sunglass, half natural grass, which drives me crazy because that's what happens with my sunglasses. They're legitimately great. Like, I was super impressed. I have no idea on the price point. So we'll have to find that out at some other point. But
Jason just posted in the chat, guys, sorry if I missed it, but I need all the Callaway details. Elon Musk bought Callaway today and they've been dissolved.
Yeah.
They were now called X Golf.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the quick details, the Odyssey putters are gorgeous.
They're beautiful and they feel good.
Ball go far. And
the Max D driver is legit. It's a fantastic thing. It helps to have a coach give you a mini lesson after he sees you swing. I didn't actually talk about that, but that was a nice humbling moment. But also, it was great. They're really great.
Okay, so now new product zone. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's just interesting. I can't wait to come back in a year and see what products in the new product zone are now off and running.
Yeah,
there are some interesting ideas out there, and we put some of these on the thread. Hayes doesn't see the business case for some of these, but apparently these people who really believe in their product do. It remains to be seen. I put some of those photos on the Life of the Turn community thread. Go check those out.
Yeah,
we shall see. I guess is the best way to put it. And there's some great new products that, man, that's a brilliant idea. There were some others where you're kind of like, huh? Yeah.
Can we talk about one? Can we?
This is your call.
Okay. So listen, there is a product that we talked about at dinner as well, and I'll just tell you what it is. It's a portable, foldable.
It's a rake.
I'm trying not to laugh. It's a rake head that you can put on your club. You can clip it onto your club in case there's no rake in the bunker. So after you hit your bunker shot,
or in case the rake is broken.
If the rake is broken. And the people that were explaining it, so 2 things. First, the person said, it's a real problem. Broken rakes are a real problem. And Hayes' reaction was,
for the course.
That's right. For the course, not for the player. And then he said, and when you're done, you just take it off your club and put it in your back pocket. I was thinking,
he wants you to walk from the cart to the trap with the rake in your back pocket.
Yeah, but he said when you're done, you can put it back in your pocket. Like,
well, and we're starting to dog the company, and maybe but in the process of explaining, look, you unfold it, and here's how you clamp it onto your wedge. In the amount of time it takes you to unfold it, clamp it onto your wedge, you can very easily go retrieve the rake that you didn't retrieve.
Yeah.
Or just use your wedge to swipe it.
It's true. Yeah. It's, I mean, it is a, here's the thing from a club owner point of view, if you had those on the cart or something that just in case there was no rake or the rake had been stolen or the rake was broken. I guess I could see it. I don't know, but
I'm dying to get one just to have it at Sand Valley.
Yeah,
but the problem is I drive it so straight, I won't ever need one.
Oh yeah. And Ben will just hit out for you. Ben really loves Ben. We'll get it for Ben. Ben loves the bunkers.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was it's an interesting thing, and a lot of the new products actually didn't even have people there to present them. They were just like, hey, this is what we did. What do you think?
Yeah.
Like scan our QR code or scan our thing. So it's kind of a bummer you didn't get to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Can we just get to what everybody wants to know? Yes, here are the socks. Features. It's a clever punny name. I'm all about that. And apparently the guy thought light blue would match my shirt, so that's what he gave me. I'm gonna wear them tomorrow. Nice. I'm gonna let you know. I don't know if they're any good. I'm sure they're great. It's a pair of socks. Let's be honest.
All right, so let's get to some quick hitters. Oil can finish on Titleist irons. You went and checked them out. I went and checked them out. We put a ton of photos on the Life of the Turn.
There's video coming next week. They're beautiful.
Love it or leave it.
I would never ever play it.
Okay.
Never.
I don't trust it to last. And it's different, but that doesn't mean better. That's kind of where I'm at.
Also, I mean, they're beautiful, but they're not the most beautiful club I've ever seen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're really pretty because they're different from the rest of their lineup. But nah, I don't know. It wasn't for me.
Okay. Changing subject, quick reaction, something new from me that I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but I'm excited about it. If you listen to the podcast, I've got a 12-year-old son playing travel baseball. He uses a Marucci bat. He uses Marucci baseball gloves. Marucci is coming to the golf space. Marucci is launching a glove. If anyone's familiar with baseball bats and Marucci's lizard skin wraps that are on the handle of the baseball bat, that lizard skin is coming in the form of grips. Marucci is going to launch the lizard skin golf grip. Yes. And they are also launching a golf glove. And in the palm of the glove, and we've got some pictures and we're going to put them out there, on the palm of the glove are essentially like
strips,
3 strips of the lizard skin grip.
And one that runs down the fingers.
Right. And what they've demonstrated is that if you could put a lizard skin grip on your club, and really you don't have to have both, but if you were to put a lizard skin grip on your club and a Marucci glove on your hand and put that, and we demonstrated this, we tried this, you grip the club like that, you will wonder how you'll be able to let go of the club to put it back in your bag. The grip was the most secure, stable, non-going anywhere grip I've ever seen.
The salesperson said, go ahead and try to pull it out of your hand. And like, they're not kidding. It feels like it's glued, and I wasn't even holding it very tight. Yeah. It's just, and I'm completely unfamiliar with the material, with the gloves. I had never seen it. I was like, hey, have you guys used this ever on a baseball bat? And the girl looked at me like, you idiot. And I was sorry. But
that's like, Matt, that's when I was like, Matt, go somewhere else.
Go
get some socks.
Go try to get some socks. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like, in their research, and granted, it's promotional material, but in the research, they're claiming like a 30% increase or to the better in shot dispersion just because you've got such a better grip on the club.
Jason, yes, midsize, and they actually had an oversize as well. And the oversize is not the biggest in the world. It's a lot like the dry tack oversize. If you guys have ever used that, they feel good. They feel really good.
Now I will tell you, and we've got a contact. We're going to work on this one. So more to follow on that.
Yeah.
The sales rep that we spoke to felt that they were probably already back ordered. People are pretty excited about it. And it's just funny because you go to the PGA show and all these big OEMs, a little grip company and a glove company is a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of grips, if anyone watched the Jumbo Max Instagram reel that was floating around yesterday from the PGA show where they invited you to come, measure your hand and get a diagnostic on what grip you should use with them, I went and did that. For 5 years, we haven't talked about this. For 5 years, for 5 years, I've been using a mid-size grip. Jumbo Max is saying that that's too small for me.
It is.
And that I should be. So apparently, they have 7. Jumbo Max,
I don't know if it's small or an extra small.
They had a small.
Yeah.
but that's larger than a midsize. They
I
have
know.
7 different grip sizes. And apparently, according to Jumbo Max, I need a larger grip than I've been gaming.
Yeah, so I play the small in the Jumbo Max,
Okay.
and it is significant. It's so much bigger than the midsize that the midsize now feels like like you're not using a grip. It's a significantly it's a significantly larger grip, but I got to say they're genuinely fantastic. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so yes, exactly, Patrick. So the Jumbo Max Small is bigger than anybody else's oversized grip.
Yeah, that's amazing to me that I should. So,
Yeah.
and I, if you're at the, sorry, when we talk about swag, they are shelling out like promo codes for like when they do this diagnosis and measure your hand, they'll give you a code to enter and get a free grip so you can try it. So I'm going to get one grip, put it on
Cool.
a club and check it out.
Yeah.
But I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. It was great. I just stopped by just to basically like geek out with the Jumbo Max guy, and he was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, you like the product?" I was like, "I do."
And then the last thing I want to talk about, and what if you've got anything else, of course, but
no,
we stopped at the stack system at the end of the day. Marty Jertson, Sasha McKenzie were there. We hung out, got to talk to them for a while. Matt got into the stack wedge competition, and folks, he held his own. He came in ranked number 34 out of
80 something.
Yeah, he shot a total score of 184. The winning score was 212, and it was hilarious to listen. So if you're familiar with stack wedging, and that was a combine, it basically was a competition for show participants to come get in and hit shots on a stack wedge combine. If you're familiar with stack wedging, if you score on a combine score, if you score around 200, that's like tour quality. And the stack employees could not stop talking about the fact that a young 16-year-old girl showed up and hit a 212.
Yeah, so she was the winner yesterday, 16-year-old.
So she's going to get $1,000 check. Sasha actually asked me, "Hey, are you going to get in there and hit wedges?" And I said, I wouldn't want to take $1,000 away from a 16-year-old girl, so I'm good. He got a good chuckle out of that one.
Yeah.
So, but we got to talk to those folks. We're going to have Marty and Sasha back on the podcast, so we're excited about that. But the stack system, it's a great booth, and it's a lot of fun because, I mean, it's stack wedging. You can do it at their booth.
I gotta say, that's the first time I've done that. Like, I don't have the stack radar. I would consider buying the stack radar just for that, just for the wedges, because that ability to be able to dial in those distances is, I mean, it was a 40, 60, and 80-yard shot. And 40 yards is hard. Like, I don't have what is that? Is it here? Is it wristy? Is it whatever? And so to be able to work on that and dial that into a net, especially, is huge. It's really awesome.
Hey, so Coulter asked, did you guys enjoy this as much as you had hoped? What did you not love? I mean, I have an answer to this. What do you think?
I have had an incredible time, and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, we're working. It's as much fun as it is. We're here to make sure that, like, we get the stuff that you guys want to see, that Marty needs us to get, that we're constantly checking in with each other. If we split up, where are you now? Let's meet up. Let's go back. We're trying to tag team as much as we can. And yeah, and also the floor is enormous, and there's so many things. I mean, this is not a shock to anybody here, but I could stop and have a conversation with every single person at that, every single vendor I could stop and have a conversation with for 20 minutes. And there's just literally not enough time. I've really, really enjoyed it. So yes, I hope that answers the question.
I've had a blast. The dogs are barking. Like, I'm tired. We're working pretty hard, and that's not a complaint. I mean, I've had a blast. So it's,
yeah.
But I will say it's different. So anyone who comes on, who has a chance to come to the PGA show, do it. But understand, like, and I said this before, it's a trade show. It's not a fan show. So for you have to kind of put aside like the golf nerd part and understand, like, especially when you get into the apparel section of the PGA show. I mean, there are massive orders going on and large scale business transactions going on. So you can't go and like golf nerd on polos that you like. That's just not going to play. Like, you're there as you're not representing just you. And if that's kind of what you're going there for, like, you're a fish out of water,
Yep.
you know, and I knew that going in, but to experience it, because you can kind of see it from the mannerisms, like, you know, some of these folks, and I don't blame them because they're there working, they're there to make a profit. The moment they figure out you're not their market, I mean, it's like, get out of my way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Which I get, but it's just, that was the first time I kind of experienced that, and the vibe was a little jarring.
Yeah.
But, you know, but it's been a blast. It's certainly not a complaint. It's just,
James, no, I don't. Is the Golf Zone one that was like a surround round?
Those are the guys running the closest to the pin competition.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, we walked by those guys like
Here's
first
the
time
thing.
in there.
So we have not actually gone in there because the very first time we went there,
there's a crowd and they're emceeing every shot.
Yeah, and it was we had first walked in. They said, "You guys look like you want to do closest to the pin," and we were on our way to a meeting, and we were like, "Oh, actually, we can't." No, I have only heard that there is one where the screen rolls up and there's a putting green behind it, but I have yet to actually see it, which is crazy because the floor is big. But you would think that you would see something like that.
Yeah.
But we are back tomorrow morning, so we'll try and see if we can get video of that because that's actually. Sounds incredible.
Thank you, and that's a perfect segue. Look, so the PGA show tomorrow is 9 or 8:30 to 2. It's a much more abbreviated thing. There are vendors that are going to be like, they're boxing up tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So like really, and we've already been told, like, expect the first 2 hours to be like kind of what we've seen, and then expect to fizzle out and people are starting to pack up, you know, things of that nature. So again, if there's anything you want a little bit more detail of, anything you feel like we missed, give us the comments and we'll go try to chase it down. A limited window to make it happen, but we're going to do our best.
Yeah. Yes, there is one more day. And then, wait, somebody else asked, there was one more thing. Oh, best in show, Jason. Honestly, for me right now, it's the Rainmaker. I don't remember being more impressed by anything that isn't for me. If it's the Cobra 10K driver is astonishing. I have yet to really hit it badly. It's really, really good. But that Rainmaker Blue Tees thing is for $600 for you to get all of that data that normally I don't think you can get around paying more than $1,000 for that, for all of that data.
Yeah.
It's pretty exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a very underwhelming response. I cannot shake the feel of a Fisher putter, which I know is a tiny little small dot on the landscape of the PGA show. If you ever, the feel of that putter was unlike anything I've ever seen. And there was not like some sort of loss of ball speed that I couldn't get to the hole. I'm going to go back and see them tomorrow and say, dude, I just can't stop thinking about your putter.
When he hit it, I wish I was recording his face because he went, whoa, like it was a visceral reaction. And it is. I think it's weird. I think it might be too soft for me.
Well, and then
it is astonishing. Yeah.
And then honestly, like, I know we just talked about it a little while ago, like Marucci and the revelation of what they're bringing to the golf world. Like, my son's just going to be like, Marucci and golf, that's cool. You know, it's just, there's some really like, guys, I'm a golfer with the rest of us. And of course the PXG booth, I'm a huge fan of the PXG booth. That's where I'll spend like the last freaking hour of my time at the PGA show.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Cobra, Strixon, Callaway, Ping, all these guys that we've seen there. But finding the smaller little pocket stuff in the corners that is just so cool is the fun of the PGA show, if you ask me.
Yep. The chipped thing was super cool. I talked to the guy who's the I don't know, he's the high up in the company, and it's a chip in a ball that allows you to, it's not the same as the Golf Genius. So that's a different ball that also has like putting tracking. But this thing, it tracks your putts. It tells you exactly speed, skid, all the variables on it. And then also you can, in the next iteration that they're already working on, you'll be able to chip it and recharge it. It's super cool. Like there's those kinds of things where you're like, oh, this won't be here next year because it's going to be purchased by some giant conglomerate because the technology is too good. So it's really neat.
Guys, we're not going to be able to do another recap tomorrow because we're going to be on a plane, but there will be a recap article posted tomorrow. There'll be more photos, more comments, more updates posted tomorrow to Life of the Turn.
Yep.
Spread the word. And again, give us your feedback on anything more we can hit tomorrow for you.
I'm going to tell you one more thing. We have unbelievable things coming for this community.
Yes, we do.
Like, we've
Truly
gotten a
unbelievable.
little bit of an insight, getting to hang out with Marty a little bit, and I am so excited for the community about what is coming. Like I'll just leave it at that. It's like goosebumps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for dialing in.
All right, guys.
We'll see you.
See you soon.